everyone, my name is Wellens and today we will be looking at Marie's room. Before I say anything else, this game is actually free on Steam, so if you'd like to try it out for yourself, that's another option available to you. This game completely flew under the radar for me. I had never heard of this game until after it came out and a few people were telling me, "Hey Wellens, have you heard of Marie's room? You should try checking it out." And I looked it up and it does seem like something that I would like, and that's why we're here. Marie's Room is a short story exploration game about an unconventional friendship between two classmates told through memories. And we play as someone named Kelsey, and we'll be looking into memories from 20 years ago to figure out what happened between Marie and Kelsey. Some of you might have noticed already, but just by the music and the initial screen we have here, it's kind of giving off a Life is Strange vibe. So that does make me wonder about Marie and Kelsey right off the bat, but we'll see. We'll see.
I didn't want to come back. Why would I, after all that's happened, even in here? So, where is the journal?
I think we're in Marie's house? After all that's happened. Does that mean that we got into an argument? Oh, we can go into the doors. Where are we to begin with?
I don't want to go back down.
Okay. We only want to go into Marie's room. No entry, unless you're a tourist from the future. That's exactly what I am. If this is Marie's house, why are there pictures of me and Marie? I'm assuming it's me and Marie, but maybe it's her. Yeah, it's her mom. Maybe that's it. Oh, they keep changing. Are we in some sort of sci-fi future here? Local wine guide.
California crisp white wines. I'll need a crate of those when I get out of here.
Feeling nostalgic?
Is that me? Oh my god, the hair. What was I thinking?
Is it the red one? Is that me? There's a lot of different pictures of a lot of different people here.
Look, Mr. Torres. I'm happy he finally got remarried. A honeymoon in the Bahamas. Wish I was there with them.
Marie's dad, maybe? Ooh. Weather forecast.
What, more than 100 again today? Glad I don't have to deal with that anymore.
I have no concept of how hot that is, or cold, cause I work in Celsius, like a normal person.
No, that's her parents' room.
But the parents got remarried. At least the dad did.
Don't need to go in there. That's the bathroom.
Okay, this is the only place we're allowed in. Only tourists allowed. Welcome back, Kelsey. Ah, height measurements. Up until when she was 12? Marie. This room, this attic-y feeling, it's already giving off like Chloe Price's room vibes. Bumblebee. Kitty? Was there a cat here? Cat tree. The journal. Okay, before we look at the journal, let's look around a little bit more first. Oh? Are these stickers or holes? Reflective stickers? I can't tell. I think so.
She wouldn't talk to me on the phone, so what else could I do? I drove all the way up there to Vancouver, freezing my ass off in that tin can of a car.
Hey, Vancouver shout out. Kelsey's guilt trip. From Orange Grove. Oh. Arguments? Yeah, no one... This is not a currently in use room. Vancouver.
Of course I knew it was her. Who else? There was only one thing to do. get to Marie.
Of course this is Vancouver. That looks exactly like Vancouver. I can't tell what this is. Memoria Street, Orange Grove. Wait. So this is to Kelsey from Marie, right? Marie is in Vancouver. Marie is in Vancouver? And we found her in Vancouver? Okay. Hi, Kelsey.
Hi, Kelsey.
Oh.
Yes, I'm talking to you. I know you've been reading my journal. Can I ever forgive you for what you did? Honestly, I don't know. I'm trying really hard, but I don't know how. Because I don't understand any of it. You are my friend, and I loved you unconditionally. I did what I did because of you, and I stood up to him because of you. But you, I don't know. Right now, I can't be near you, so I don't want you to come find me. I promise I'll be all right. Marie.
Except she wouldn't be. She would not be all right.
Now we're going back to a previous state of the room. This is Chloe Price's room. Oh, all these bands. She ran away? Stood up to him. Is that copyright music? I really hope not. I really... Sorry. It sounded very nice, but I'm scared. Vinyl inbox. Where's a kitty? It's my backpack.
Disgusting, but cheap. I got used to them after I didn't want to go to the food kitchen anymore. The vicious taste of these meatballs still beat the humiliation of being served by Marie.
Marie cooked for you. Journal updated.
Mr. Torres and Marie were robbed in their own house, not long after we met at Food Rescue. He was stabbed, almost died. She was knocked out with a baseball bat. She was in the hospital for a while, stitches, concussion. She still had headaches, she said.
Oh my god. Home invaders stab a father, bash his daughter. Whoa. That sounds trauma-inducing. It's currently July something. Can't read that number. Okay.
Marie insisted on saving these. She was going to make a new world with them, whatever that was supposed to be. I've never actually seen her build anything.
Is this what Marie cooking for me means? Us buying pizza together? Food rescue.
There's no such thing as food waste. And don't I know it? The smell of garbage will be in my nose forever, and the taste of it in my mouth. I swore I would never be that hungry again. I didn't care what it took. She asked me why I was so angry all the time, and I told her because it's a dirty deal. It's Russian roulette and utterly unfair. The cards I'd been dealt, any player would have passed. I chose to be angry instead. But Marie, my friend Marie, she got me a new deck and suggested I deal again.
A new deal. You mean in life, right? We're not really talking about the cards here. Oh, so Kelsey had a bad upbringing as well. Okay. This is Marie's house, right? I'm still a little bit fuzzy on that part. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, so the newspaper article that we saw here, that was Marie. Marie was the one who had the home invaders.
I didn't like that she kept the stone. Why did she have to be reminded? I told her I was sorry, but she said it was for me, to remind me.
A stone?
She hated my cigarettes. Every time I felt like going out and buying a pack, she made me put the money in that money jar. One day, that money would pay for our gas to drive to college. We only needed money for the one way. I ended up using it to get to Vancouver.
Vinyl, the world, someday. Concerts, no smoking. Well, that's a good idea, although I don't know if you need that many jars. I like your mat.
I'm not a shadow person. Yeah, it took me all I had to convince her she wasn't.
Sounds like both Kelsey and Marie had their own problems. How old were they back then? When this house was like this? When was she smoking? In her teens? 20 years ago? For me, paradox.
Every Tuesday, the food trucks would roll in. Me and Marie never missed Jorge's tamales. When I was a kid, Jorge would put some aside, just in case my mom was too drunk to feed me again.
Yeah, drunken mom. Both of them. Maybe that's how they became friends too. Bonding in their circumstances. That is definitely Harry Potter. I'm pretty sure it is, yeah. That's Harry Potter, isn't it? It looks like it.
She loved being a birthday girl. Mr. Torres would take her shopping every year. I need to find the key. A 5-figure number.
Okay. An important number, maybe? 12 years old.
I loved skinny dipping, but Marie insisted on wearing this thing. Really, I mean, it was Mr. Jones's pool, after dark. No one would ever come close to the freak. And he wasn't there, just to be clear. But someone else was.
Somebody besides you too? Mr. Jones, maybe a neighbor?
That's Trevor's phone number. He called her. I knew he blamed her for everything, though she should have blamed him for what he did to her and Mr. Torres.
Marie's last name is Torres, right? Torres is the dad, Mr. Torres. Oh, don't pick up that number. Wake me up when I'm famous.
She once asked me, "Don't you ever dream, Kelsey?" And I said, I don't. I don't dream. I plan. What I didn't tell her was that I wouldn't allow anyone to mess with those plans.
Not even her? Orange peels.
Have you ever peeled an orange so juicy the drops erupted from underneath its skin like fireworks in the setting sun? The trees in Mr. Jones's garden had them. I used to live off his garden vegetables and fruit before I met Trevor.
Oh, you're the one who had problems with Trevor. Hold up, can we hear this one again?
That's Trevor's phone number. He called her. I knew he blamed her for everything, though she should have blamed him for what he did to her and Mr. Torres.
There's an awful lot of pronouns here. Like, who are you referring to when you say he and her and she and... Huh. Trevor blamed Marie for maybe the breakdown of our relationship? It's really hard to tell at this point. They're throwing a lot of information here. Very vaguely. Oh, I've been crouching the whole time. No wonder. I was wondering why I walked so slowly.
I wore those a lot. Not to protect my eyes, but to hide them. I didn't want anyone to know.
Abuse at home? With the alcoholic mother, maybe?
Sometimes it got so hot, this thing wasn't doing it anymore. Then we'd take off to Mr. Jones's swimming pool. That night, I guess he must have seen us.
What did he do?
Marie always dreamed about going to Europe. I don't think she ever went.
That's Vancouver, Science World. The other places are a little bit too vague for me to tell. Well, Eiffel Tower. This Venice-y looking place here. Notebook. PMA, positive mental attitude.
La La Land. That movie was a shit piece of crap. Glad Trevor snuck us in. I don't think I could have handled wasting $20 on that. Never thought I'd see Marie there. Then again, she always was a dreamer. I bet she loved it. She never realized I didn't want to be her friend in public.
Yeah, me and Trevor went on Valentine's Day. Hey, this is super recent, 2018? Oh, okay, so the past here is actually our current time, but we came back here 20 years later. Okay, we were dating Trevor, and I didn't want to be seen in public with Marie for some reason. Is it Kelsey?
She must have written it down here somewhere.
I'm not,
Trevor. What an asshole. After we broke up, he got violent sometimes.
Oh my god.
One day, he dragged me through the school hall by my shirt until one of Marie's geek friends stopped him. Ben, I think it was. He got a lot of shit for it later.
So this girl, Kelsey, already had, like, not so good home life, but then the guy she's dating ends up being a piece of crap too. That's horrible.
Mr. Torres. Thick as thieves, those two. Ever since Lorraine died, they only had each other.
Oh.
Marie was suffering when he was in intensive care. That was a nasty knife wound.
From the home invaders. So the mom is not in the picture here. She's already gone. That's why he remarried. Okay.
She wouldn't stop about time travel and black holes and stuff. I just wanted to do something simple. Calculate shit. Boring is what she said. Her, the weird kid, talked boring. So yeah, we settled on antimatter, because who wants to be boring?
Calculate stuff. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. Stephen Hawking. Rest in peace. If you have a wormhole, then you can turn them into time machines for going backwards in time. Kip Thorne. A lot of time travel stuff here. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. And there's a huge long thing from Neil deGrasse Tyson here, okay? However big our world is, in our hearts, our minds, in our outsized atlases, the universe is even bigger. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on the world's beaches. More stars in the universe than seconds of time that have passed since Earth formed. More stars than words and sounds ever uttered by all humans who have ever lived. The day we cease exploration of the cosmic is the day we threaten the continuance of our species. In that bleak world, arms-bearing resource-hungry people and nations would be prone to act on their low, contracted prejudices, and would have seen the last gasp of human enlightenment until the rise of a visionary new culture once again embraces the cosmic perspective, a perspective in which we are one, fitting neither above nor below, but within. Think like a proton and stay positive. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Is that the eyeball or something outer space? Something outer space, probably. Antimatter?
Chemistry holds no surprises. Love that.
There's a kitty here.
Ah, yes. The science project. Of all people, they chose to pair me with the girl from Food Rescue. Outrageous. But I got over it and chose to work my ass off. I had to if I wanted to get that scholarship.
Food Rescue. Maybe back when they were doing this project, they weren't friends yet?
That's Marie's birthday. That's weird. I guess she wrote it down for that Ben guy, for her pizza and movie party. All right, I might have been a little jealous.
Okay. March 4th? 3 slices of pizza? Could that be the code for the lock? Huh. Is Ben her boyfriend? Have you seen this man? String of burglaries in Orange Grove.
Have you seen this man? Yeah, I've seen him.
He broke in here. Yeah.
I thought I was so lucky. An adoring boyfriend, free burgers from the kitchen he worked in, sparkly things he bought me. I thought if I took care of him, he'd take care of me, and we'd get out, just in case I didn't get that scholarship. I had no idea where the money came from.
I could watch that gorgeous mouth eat anything. I'm guessing they were in high school here. Yeah, high school. So what was that about the food rescue again? Can I hear this again?
There's no such thing as food waste. And don't I know
What
it?
is food
The
rescue?
smell of garbage will be in my nose forever, and the taste of it in my mouth. I swore I would never be that hungry again. I didn't care what it took.
Is that like a food bank? Or like did they go garbage dump diving or something?
He had money. You see? He bought me things. I was gonna wear these to the prom. Fancy, right? At the time, I didn't know where the money came from.
That's the second time she's mentioned it. Where did the money come from? We've looked all around, but I don't see anything that would give me the password to the laptop, nor to the lock, opening the lock here. I don't want to touch the journal because I think that if we touch the journal, it'll go to a different scene. So that's why I'm avoiding it right now. Oh,
Food rescue. Yeah, it was a good place to be. Until Marie showed up.
oh.
I know she didn't mean anything by it, but the pity in her eyes. Worse than being hungry.
Food rescue. Volunteer. She was volunteering there, but we weren't there as a volunteer, right? Because we didn't want to be pitied, which means we were benefiting off the food rescue. We were being helped by it. Green Eatery.
The Green Eatery. Green as in with fungus. Yes, I am never eating Ayurvedic lasagna ever again. But some people must have liked Mr. Jones's cooking because he was out every night cooking his green stuff.
Mr. Jones. Again.
I couldn't afford a car, and Marie didn't want one, so we rode our bikes everywhere. I thought I looked silly, and with those damn sparkly shoes, I probably did. Yeah, I was losing my glamour status at school right there.
By wearing a bike helmet? Better be safe than dead. Wait, mixtape. What did we say?
I'm not a shadow person.
Ah!
Yeah, it took me all I had to convince her she wasn't.
I'm not a shadow person. I'm not a shadow, maybe?
She must have written it down here somewhere.
Shadow person. Kitty GIF. Or kitty GIF, whatever you prefer. No! Make it bigger! Make it bigger! Kitty playing iPad. Okay.
One day, I just had to know. What's up with all the cats? She said she admired them. That they were who they were without any pretense. That they had no fear of confrontation. She wanted to be more like them.
Marie's afraid of things. Cats. My pet is missing.
When Bumblebee
Oh!
went missing, Marie cried for days. She thought I couldn't hear her at night. I could never prove it, but I'm sure it was Trevor.
Killed the cat? Missing since June 2018. Oh, Bumblebee. Oh dear.
Marie, what were you thinking? You know that's illegal.
G&K web store. Guns. Guns and knives web store. What are you gonna do with the guns and knives? Kill Trevor? Okay, I agree. We should kill him. People who hurt animals are no good.
Why does someone need to get hurt before we step up and act, for Christ's sake? If they had, none of this shit would have happened, and no one would have died.
What? Harassment by fellow student. This is a reply from Mr. Phillips. Hi, Marie. It grieves me to hear that this is how you feel, but I'm afraid there's not much I can do at this stage. I understand you are alarmed and feel unsafe, but Trevor has not broken any school laws, nor has he hurt anyone. I would like to invite you and Trevor into my office to see if we can start up a conversation between the two of you. Let me know when you are ready to talk. Kind regards, Principal Phillips J. Oh, does she feel alarmed and unsafe because of the burglary? Yeah, because that's totally a thing. After a home invasion, then you just can't feel safe even in your own home, the one place where you should be feeling safe at. June 12. That's it. Trevor!
Oh no. Why didn't you tell me, Marie? No wonder you were so frightened. We never should have gone to the Orange Grove.
Okay, not the home invasion. Trevor being completely creepy. What the hell? That's her father, I guess? Yeah, her and her father. What the hell? It's creepy. Is that it? Saturday. Oh, it's currently July 7th. Or, well, in the flashback anyway. Internet access. Guess that's pretty much it. Yeah, she likes space and cats. Can't be a bad person. I think we've gotten most of the stuff here, except for that one code. Can we look at this again?
That's Marie's birthday.
4th
That's weird.
March 3.
I guess she wrote it down for that Ben guy.
I want to see if maybe the code... It's 4 digits long, right? Or it's 5. 5.
I need to find the key. A 5-figure number.
Could it be like March 4th and then the 3 slices of pizza?
She must have written it down here somewhere.
4th of March and then 3 slices of pizza?
Wrong combination. Crap. I really want to know what's in that case.
Let me have a look around. Drawer?
Lorraine, Marie's mom, died when she was 5. My mother, she might as well have been dead. She looked more dead than alive, anyhow. Passed out on the couch, empty bottles of gin on the floor.
Well, we basically both are missing our mothers. That's not the code, though, for my little Marie Curie.
Trevor was never far off, though. When Marie and I rode our bikes through dark nights just to get a taste of those perfect oranges, I knew he was lurking in the shadows. I never told her, but I think that's how he found us. He followed us back to the room.
That's creepy. Trevor's not the burglary guy, right? I mean, hold up. Where did we see that paper again? In the drawer?
Mr. Torres and Marie were robbed in their own house. Not long after we met at Food Rescue.
Okay, I've looked around a little bit, haven't found the code yet. Wondering if maybe I should just look at the journal first? Oh, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Ah, it tells him more clearly. High school kid saves classmates from hunger. I'm the classmate being saved, probably. Food rescue, last hope. November 9, 2017. After that school article, people kept asking me why I did it. As if I were some kind of hero. So stupid. And I keep telling them the same story. Aren't they sick of it yet? Maybe I should publish a book, my life story, so they'll stop bugging me, crazy people. Here, for the last time. Last fall, I caught a kid stealing someone's lunch from a backpack. As he stuffed the sandwich in his mouth, our eyes locked. He panicked, dropped the food and ran. I never realized some of my classmates were actually hungry, so I joined Food Rescue to help. There, the end. Everyone satisfied? Ah, okay, yes, Food Rescue. Hungry kids? Last Hope 1 or 2. November 17, 2017. We had a party today. Celebrating 3 years of Food Rescue. Everyone was there. All those happy familiar faces. Loved it. Kelsey came in. I never took her for one of the hungry. I don't think she knows my name, but everyone knows hers. She's gorgeous. It surprised me, is all. I could see the shame in her eyes when she had to accept the bag of groceries from me. Still, I couldn't take my eyes off her. If this world allows someone like Kelsey Jackson to be hungry, it must be everywhere. So I'm going to fight it with everything I've got. Food rescue 3 years. Oh, she sounds like a pretty good kid. November 21st, 2017. Oh my god, they put me on Kelsey's team. My heart races whenever I stop to think about it. Huh? Huh? Don't think she's all that pleased though. I wonder whether she remembers me from food rescue. God, I hope not. I feel so connected to her. Isn't that weird? I'd love for us to be friends. She's just amazing. Can't wait to start working on our science project. Did you get that yet? Our project. I feel like I'm going to explode from excitement. Oh, and here we were like, eh. Oh. December 4th. I screwed up, but I was worried. I'm still worried. And what else could I do? Kelsey hasn't been to food rescue in a while, and I just wanted to make sure she wasn't hungry or something, so I offered her my sandwich. Ah! Why did I do that? Now we'll never be friends. Good one, Marie. Really, really well done. She looked at me like I was crazy and walked out. And now we're behind with the project too. I hope we make the deadline. I guess it might be kind of offensive because it makes you think that Marie's pitying Kelsey or something. Hopefully Kelsey wasn't too mad about it. December 22nd, 2017. Just stop. Why do you keep writing this shit? I know there isn't much news in Orange Grove, but it's been ages. Not literally, but you know, they're never gonna find them. I wish everyone would just stop, leave us alone, so I can forget about that whole god-awful night. The burglar. Some think my dad was a hero for trying to stop them. Truth is, we never saw them coming. When that guy jumped and stabbed my dad, something snapped and I would have punched him, scratched his eyes out, I swear. I think I could have killed him. But the other one got to me before I even knew there were two. I never saw their faces. Neither did my dad, so they never caught them. I'm not fearless. That's scary. In your own home, can't even feel safe. Nothing was different. January 5th, 2018. We're all just matter. That's what Kelsey keeps saying. And she's right. But matter is also life, and life is something we need to take care of. She likes to be out on a limb. She says she's got nothing to lose. Bam. She didn't even realize what she was saying. Or maybe I'm too sensitive. Cause that'll show me to believe that we were friends. I guess I am a shadow person after all. I think she's gonna break her neck, by the way. See if I care. She says she's got nothing to lose, which for some reason really offended Marie. Oh, cause she's saying that she's not that great friends with Marie, to the point that she's something worth losing. Aww. Loving the chemistry. Life matters. January 10th. I love cats because they're not afraid to be difficult. Are we missing something here? Maybe. January 28th. I'm trying to ignore the fact that all of Kelsey's cute stuff is paid for with Trevor's money. He is such a creep. I don't get what she sees in him. Money? She says that I'm jealous, as if. Thing is, she thinks she needs him to get away from all of this, but she doesn't. She got away from her mom all on her own. Kelsey's the smartest, coolest, sweetest person you can imagine. She doesn't need anyone to get her out. She can do that all on her own. Too bad she doesn't believe that herself yet. February 14th, La La Land. I am alone. Fuck, I'm so stupid. I finally got to see La La Land. They showed it on Classics Night at the theater. I went with Ben. Loved it. Kelsey was there too. I was so happy to see her. I actually friggin' hugged her, and she pushed me away. Asked me what I thought I was doing. And that Trevor asshole was enjoying the show, and her stupid cheerleader friends. What? From what they're talking about here, I got the impression that Kelsey... Oh, I guess Kelsey is kind of popular at school. Maybe not Marie so much. But Marie is a hero for joining the food rescue stuff too. Jeez. Cheerleader friends? Guess Kelsey must have been popular. We're going to be friends. February 16. Okay, I've calmed down a little bit. That Lala night she was with Trevor, and he is such a fucking asshole. She's different when she's around him. Not that it makes it all right. But she did come straight over to tell me she was sorry. She knows she was wrong. Broke my window with that damn rock. Oh, that's why she has the stone. She said if I'd answered the call of the pebbles, she wouldn't have thrown the rock. She's been here ever since. She doesn't have anywhere else to go, really, except for Trevor. I'm glad she'd rather sleep here. Right now, as I write this, she's on the bed going over some notes from class. I like having her here, and Dad's okay with it. So Kelsey doesn't have a home? She has a bad home life, but she's still popular at school to the point that she has a boyfriend and her cheerleader friends? Okay. March 3rd. Ooh, is that like a friendship bracelet or what is this? Oh, March 17. Okay, St. Patrick's Day. Oh, those sparkly shoes. She wears them all the time. Last night, the heels dug into my calf. That friggin' hurt. Have you seen those heels? So I yanked them off her feet and told her, not in the bed. She was amused. I can't think why. To be honest, I wish I was a 9 because they look absolutely gorgeous, on Kelsey's feet at least. When I tried them on, I looked like a little girl trying on mommy shoes. Size 9. Same day. You may have noticed, sweet journal, that there are a lot less and less F words in these pages. I am so friggin' proud. Ha! Only when I go berserk, like when Kelsey threw that rock through my window, then it's hard to keep up. Did you know that as a little girl, I used to curse abundantly? Trying to extend my vocabulary here. Dad thought it indicated intelligence, and I guess it looked cute. What? Swearing indicating intelligence? I think people usually associate it with the lack of intelligence. Not that either are true, but that's what it's usually associated with. And I guess it looked cute, up to a certain age. But he said Mom hated it, so every time I used the F word, he made me cut out a piece of candy in the swear jar. That's $1 for the swear jar! Can't tell you how much that hurt, every time. Because I never see it again. I think he secretly ate it. He must have rejoiced. Yup, vocabulary extension time. Every time I swore like a madman. Madwoman. Must have. It's empty. She called me her friend today. I am not a shadow person anymore. She's my friend. March 27. Aw? I have a dream. All is now harmed. April 9th. Kelsey is so angry at the world, like all the time. It's kinda annoying, but I get it. We all have a different story to tell. So as a friend, I did the only decent thing. I told her she could do anything she wanted. She just had to make it happen, not wait for it. I told her to deal again. Not drugs, the cards. Yeah, that's from the pack of cards. Drugs! I was even into drugs. April 11th, Kelsey broke up with Trevor, finally. She can do so much better than that total loser. He assaulted her in the school hallway. Of course, no one saw it happen, but he literally tore the clothes from her body. Ah! I promised not to swear, so there you go. But she's done with him now. Things can only get better. April 13th. I think he's crazy. He keeps calling me at the most impossible hours, just to yell at me, calling me names, threatening me that if I don't let Kelsey go, he'll do this or that, as if I've got her tied up in here. Right, because at this point, Kelsey and Marie are living together, right? I now unplug the phone when I go to sleep. Oh, you can just block his number. You can do that with your call provider. Jesus, this guy's crazy. May 19th. Today was a good day. Only 5 emails from Trevor. Only 5. I hope he's finally getting it. She's not coming back. He really holds me responsible for it. I can handle that if it keeps him away from her. When I saw him in the hallway this morning, he slid his finger across his throat again. If he wasn't such a scary-ass clown, I'd laugh. But he does scare me. I don't tell Kelsey these things. She shouldn't worry. That's so messed up. He keeps harassing the person that he thinks is responsible for the relationship ending. Jeez. And she even told the principal and they won't do anything about it. What the hell? 5. Is that a code? We've been seeing these red numbers so far. These are the good times that make me forget. All my troubles seem so far away. Wait a minute, is that a song? May 22nd. Kelsey took me night swimming in Mr. Jones's pool. I was scared shitless the first time. But, 2 beers and freshly picked oranges. Chill. Best nights ever. May 19th. Oh, that's the picture. The orange peels. June 7th. Took me forever to convince Kelsey to ride a bike because it ain't cool. Our rides are the best part of the day now. And on this day, we rode them through Mr. Jones's orange grove in broad daylight. We got home with a basket full of the juiciest golden oranges. I didn't even think about getting caught. Yeah, that's how fun it was. Nothing was the same. June 12th, 2018. They're not listening. I've tried every authority at school. I even tried the cops, but they just patted my shoulder. Poor little girl, still traumatized. Bump on the head didn't do her any good. Fuck. Yes, I'm swearing now. A jar full of candy. What should I do? I wish I could tell Kelsey, but she'd go insane and get herself hurt. Or worse, go back to him. Trevor is dangerous. Yeah, that's when she told the principal. Stupid principal, what the heck? Oh, June 23rd. I know it's him. And there's nothing I can do. They never believe me. I don't think I'll ever see Bumblebee again. Oh! That's so messed up. June 30th. I can't sit and watch. I have to be fearless. I found this site where you can buy guns off anyone. Not that I mean to shoot anyone. It's just, I don't know what to do anymore. It's for protection, you know? Isn't that what they say? Anyway, there was this guy who wanted to sell me this totally new 9mm. I'm meeting him out of town somewhere. A little shady, I admit, but with Trevor lurking around, I'll take my chances. Oh, she bought a gun. That's the last page we got here. June 30th. There has been another home invasion, just 2 blocks from here. They killed the woman this time, and the police think it's Trevor. Suppose it was him in our house? I can't wrap my head around it. It's too big. But Kelsey says it isn't true, that Trevor is a bastard and would never commit such violent acts. Ah, so he might have actually been the burglar. Looking at that torn t-shirt, I think she might be in denial here. Oh, July 7th. I did it. I hope I'm not going to regret this. What did she do? July 7th. That's today. We needed this. Beer, water, oranges, like so many nights before. Trevor. No, I am not going to let him spoil my night at the pool with Kelsey. He who shall not be named shall not be named. Not today. So we looked at all that, but nothing is really progressing here. I think we just really need to open the case here. I noticed that in the journal. A bunch of numbers that we've been seeing over and over again. Like these red numbers, 5, 9, 4, 3. If there were 5, it might have been the case. But like, you know these blanks here? Maybe there's still some stuff we've been missing around the house here, the room. Let me see if I can look around a little bit more and see if I can find anything. Keys.
Mr. Torres gave me my own set of keys, so I'd feel at home. I loved him for it, but every time I used those keys, I felt a pang of guilt.
Why? Rubik's Cube.
Hated that thing.
That doesn't help me. Oh, that's where the stone came in. I'm sorry. Didn't even see that.
She was my friend, and I had to tell her. So I came back here, throwing stones at the window, but she didn't react, so I threw a bigger stone, and it shattered the glass. She kept the stone as a souvenir to remind her not to trust me ever again.
Oh. That's funny. Now it's starting to make sense. All the things that we saw before, like the rock here, when we first came across it, didn't make any sense. I'm not it just said journal updated earlier, but I'm not actually sure what updated. There might be something here. It's about the rock. Here we go. Yeah, February 14th. I feel out of place everywhere outside of this room. She said she was sorry, I know. But fuck, I feel like I'm walking on eggshells, and that's not what a friendship should be like, right? I feel disconnected. She did not want to be my friend. She was embarrassed. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Do not ever forget. I think there's probably still a few things we're missing here. Back to looking. Oh!
Mr. Torres loved that beer. After the robbery, he only had a couple left. Apparently they were hard to come by. Still, we decided to try a bottle once. Marie loved that label. She drew it in her journal. I remember that. All that happened later that night, I'm not sure. Maybe I don't want to remember.
I'm a little bit worried about what Marie did. Journal updated, again. Yeah, because at the very end here. Is it this one? No. Oh, and I just realized when I was walking around, Trevor has so much money because he stole the money. That's where it came from, because he was the burglar. Oh my god. Oh, that's the beer bottle label. 1. I'm a little bit worried about what Marie did here because she has a gun and she's like, I did it. Hope I'm not gonna regret anything. I'm hoping she didn't kill Trevor or anything like that. Okay. Is that the last red number we have? Let me just go back to the beginning here. 3. 4. 9. 5. 1. 3, 4, 5, 9, 1.
I need to find the key. A 5-figure number.
591? 951?
Yay! Good work, Kelsey.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Oh.
The past, like the future, is indefinite and exists only as a spectrum of possibilities. Stephen Hawking said that. I wish it were true. But there was nothing I could do about the past. It was definite as hell. Sometimes I didn't get Marie. I really thought a night by Jones's pool would help her relax. She used to love it there. But she insisted someone had been watching us. I just wanted to have a good time, and she was ruining it. So I said some things I shouldn't have. She just stood there, staring at the window. I was so annoyed. And that's when I knew she'd been right. Trevor.
She never told Kelsey.
Right there in the room. He'd just come in through the open window. How did he find us? He didn't know where Marie and I lived. I always made sure of that. But he took an orange from his backpack and started peeling it. It had been Trevor by the pool, and he'd followed us home. He said to Marie, I told you not to mess with me. But still, I didn't get it. No, it wasn't until he started moving in on her that I realized it was Marie. He was after Marie. He blamed her for everything, and he had a knife. I'd never seen him so angry, so evil. Marie tried to get it away from him. He asked her why she never answered her phone. Did she not read her emails? Or did she think they were hollow threats? God, I just wanted to punch him with anything I could lay my hands on. My backpack. I smashed it against his wrist, knocking the knife out of his hands. Marie went for it, but Trevor was faster. He kicked her in the head. I dove for the knife, but he jumped me. As we struggled, he hissed, "Didn't I get enough action yet? Maybe I needed another baseball bat to get my kicks." I stopped, because right then I knew what he was up to. He asked Marie about Mr. Torres. Was he all right? Did he still get stomach aches? Marie lay on the floor by the bed, in shock, realizing it had been Trevor who almost killed her father. Then Trevor looked at me, added with a smile. And her. That's when it all went to pieces. Trevor ripped us apart, and he was enjoying it. Marie didn't understand. I tried to explain, apologized, but she wasn't listening. She kept asking me if I'd been there with Trevor in their house. Trevor stirred things up even more. He told her it was me who had hit her over the head with a baseball bat, that I'd enjoyed it.
What?
I screamed in frustration. No, that's not what happened. Tears streamed down Marie's face. She couldn't believe I would do that. Hurt her deliberately. God, I wanted Trevor to stop talking. I attacked him, scratched his face, hit him wherever I could. I hated him. He was twisting everything. I wanted to tell her that I was sorry. Yes, we robbed the house, and we got caught by Mr. Torres. But I never meant for anyone to get hurt. I didn't smash Marie's head. I panicked. I wanted to stop her from seeing me. When I realized how badly injured she was, I called the police. I tried to stay, but Trevor wouldn't let me. He pulled me by my hair into the van. But Marie wasn't listening. I was losing it, and I like to think I beat Trevor up pretty good. But Trevor punched back harder and faster. He was about to crack my skull. Marie clawed for the box beside her, opened it. She screamed, told us to stop, pointed that 9mm at us. Trevor went nuts, charged for her. She screamed, told him to stay back. She'd never shot a gun in her life. She wasn't going to start now. Trevor grabbed her by the shoulders and... What do you think you remember is not necessarily what really happened, or how others remember it. But Trevor fell back on the carpet, dead. That we all remember.
There were 2 burglars that broke into Marie's house. One of them was Trevor, the other one was Kelsey. At first, I thought that Trevor was just making it up, but then, boom, turns out Kelsey actually was a burglar too. Holy crap.
Mom, where are you? Did you get the journal?
I'll be down in a minute.
Aunt Marie is getting a little worked up here.
Oh.
She threatened to smoke a cigar in your car.
Don't let her. Don't let her smoke. I love that car.
She knows you do. Get down here, Mom. You're taking like forever.
I'll be down in a minute.
Bring the journal.
Ah. Hey, they repaired it eventually. Oh.
She wouldn't talk to me on the phone, so what else could I do? I drove all the way up there to Vancouver, freezing my ass off in that tin can of a car.
I see. They all originally lived in Orange Grove, but then I guess Marie was so upset she drove all the way to Vancouver, and Kelsey followed her. Now it all makes sense.
Of course I knew it was her. Who else? There was only one thing to do. Get to Marie.
Yeah, she's even honking at us right now. I regret food rescue. I regret the science project. I regret it all. My father could have died because of me, and my inability to pick real friends. Kelsey never was who she said she was. I never really knew her. It turned out, it's all been bullshit, and I am so stupid. I should have realized that Lala night and walked away for good. Because someone died right in this room. I made him die. I pulled the trigger, made a bullet pierce his head, made his blood soak the carpet, drip through the cracks into the floor, where it'll remain forever. To bear witness to what I'm capable of. I can't stay here. Am I the same me? I don't know anymore. I have to fix this. Fix me. Away from her. I have to focus on the positives in my life and stop questioning myself. Why did she do it? Why did I do it? Did I deserve this? Am I an evil person? A killer? I shot him in the head, for Christ's sake. I could have gone for his leg. Dad calls them intrusive thoughts. I say they're the truth. I'm stronger than I look. I can do this. I will go up north to Uncle George, as Dad suggested. Nice and cool up there. I'll be able to think and finish high school. I'm leaving this journal here because I need a clean slate and fresh pages. I'm sorry. Dear diary, maybe I'll send for you someday when all of this is long over and I've dealt with being a murderer. Hi, Kelsey. Okay, she knows we read her journal. Yes. Yes, I'm talking to you. I know you've been reading my journal. Can I ever forgive you for what you did? Honestly, I don't know. I'm trying really hard, but I don't know how, because I don't understand any of it. You were my friend, and I loved you unconditionally. I did what I did because of you. I stood up to him because of you. But you, I don't know. Right now, I can't be near you, so I don't want you to come find me. I promise I'll be alright. Marie. And a little sticker of the oranges they shared in the pool. New end. That's what we read in the very beginning here, when we first opened up the journal. And the postcard. Maybe that's Marie's way of saying, hey Kelsey, I'm okay if you want to come look for me now. I see. And we're just coming back here to get the journal of our memories. Yes! Stop honking! Stop honking. Then who is... That can't have been... Oh.
Don't need to go in there.
Yeah.
That's the bathroom.
We can leave now. Marie's room. Hey, that was actually a pretty cool game. Very obviously inspired by Life is Strange, but I wouldn't say that's a bad thing. They were trying to capture that whole nostalgia feeling, which is appropriate for a game that's about flashbacks and friendships in the past. Definitely on the short side, especially considering it's a story game, which I feel like might be not ideal because it takes time to get used to all the characters and just care about them. The production values of this game are definitely very high though. Good voice acting, good graphics, good music, everything was pretty top-notch of what we've seen. Although the one thing that sticks out to me right this moment is how this whole game is about exploration and figuring out the pieces from the exploration. But then by the end there, the most important bits of the story, the parts about how Trevor was the burglar and turns out Kelsey was the other burglar. We spent the whole game detectiving out all the details, but then by the end here, Kelsey ended up doing a play-by-play of the entire thing that happened in the room. So that part felt like it was doing a lot of telling instead of showing, just a bunch of exposition. I feel like I wanted to know a little bit more about how Kelsey and Marie are doing nowadays. How did they actually repair the relationship and all? And what happened? Trevor died. Did anything even happen to Marie because of that? Yeah, I feel like about an hour to flesh out everything between two people, it's not nearly enough. I don't feel like I have a complete grasp of what kind of people Kelsey and Marie were, and what their relationship was really like. And the other characters, arguably, none of them really matter, aside for maybe Trevor and Marie's dad. But even Trevor, all we know about him is that he's creepy as hell, and is a burglar, and is now dead. Feel like I might have enjoyed knowing a bit more about pretty much everything, but especially the aftermath of how did they actually fix the relationship here? I'm saying a lot here right now, but I really do think this is not a bad game. Like I said, good graphics, good music, good voice acting, most importantly of all, free. Definitely feel like my time wasn't wasted playing this. Yeah, this was something I enjoyed, and I would be interested in seeing if this developer comes up with anything else in the future. And with that said, this was Marie's Room with Wellens, and I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed playing, and I will see you all in another place, in another time. Bye!